D5, and you can find it in the PGN version of this camp.
Yes, D5 and knight C3 without C4. Yes.
Yes.
Strangely enough, less theory than the main lines and better, strangely enough. Yes. So once again, thank you all for your participation. I hope I helped you with the knowledge of these systems, and I hope that you became slightly better players by following my way of thinking after 35 years of chess. Bye-bye, good night, and take care.
Thank you very much. See you on our next camps. All the best to you, Yanis. Now, Grandmaster Arnaudov will join me for the Q&A session.
Hello, guys.
So I see here some questions, and let's see if we can answer. Okay, a camp of D4, D6 systems, white repertoire other than King's Indian, modern Benoni. Actually, there was such a camp, D4, D6, E4, and then knight F3 and bishop D3. This was the camp about universal solution made by Papaioannou. There is another question. It seems to take the wife out of our exchange. So now there is one question about this alternative move order. D4, knight F6, knight F3, D5, C4, C6. Yeah, this is a question by Dane. Actually, this was covered in the Wednesday lecture by Grandmaster Papaioannou. He suggests once again the exchange swap. C takes d5, C takes d5, knight c3, knight c6, bishop f4. And even though this is not as ambitious as the system without knight f3, it's quite playable, and the basic ideas remain the same. If you want to know more details, I would suggest that you study the lecture on our YouTube channel.
Yeah, you can study the lecture, and also it would be included in the PGM for the camp.
Okay, what simple chess solution do you recommend versus Dutch opening? I like bishop g5 on the second move, and this database by Michael Royce about bishop g5, and I think that this is simple and very effective. It's not clear how black can equalize here.
There's also one more system which we didn't cover in modern chess, but it's interesting here, the move knight c3. It's a tricky move, and the idea is that after g6 you're playing h4 and you're already much better, so black needs to know his stuff and to play the move d6, which is the best one, and then after bishop g5 again we have a very interesting positions.
Yeah, another simple system that was also covered in modern chess is this with bishop f4. There is one database by Grandmaster Kirill Georgiev, also very positional system. And if you like to play such type of openings like London, also Tore, this system as well as bishop g5 will be perfectly suitable for you.
Also, in our first issue of Modern Chess Magazine, Grigor, you covered this system.
Yeah.
If you remember the system with the move rook e1, which is a rare, I think it was here, right?
Knight d2.
Knight d2 first, yeah, sorry, knight d2, d6, and then the move rook e1.
Yeah, and now the idea is e4, and yeah, this is very easy to learn system, and actually I still consider it to be quite annoying for black.
Yeah, I also think so. It's very easy to learn really, and you can play it. Just find it in the website. I think it's unlocked for everyone.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, if you have any other questions.
Let's see. But by the way, today we have created a special Facebook group for modern chess customers. If you didn't join yet, you can visit our group on this web address. You just need to answer 3 questions in order to be approved to join this modern chess group. In this group, we can discuss different products, camps. You can show some games that you have played using modern chess lines, and everything related to the chess learning. What topic will the next camp be on? Okay, Actually, we have several ideas. In the coming days, you will get notified about the next camp. Yeah, for the moment, we have several ideas, and it's difficult to say. But we will also communicate everything with you.
We also accept suggestions.
Yes, suggestions are always welcome.
When is the PGN coming for the D4 sidelines camp?
Yeah, Tuesday. It's almost finished. And Tuesday, it will be released. I have analyzed and commented all the games. I just need to write the introduction and shape it a little bit, and it will be available Tuesday on the website as a digital product. I know there was a delay, but I hope that the quality of the work will satisfy you. Which sidelines? This is a camp that I have made for black for black d4 knight f6, and I have covered London system, Trompovsky, Jobava system, also Tore with black. All these sidelines were covered in the camp. And I will release the PGN Tuesday.
There's a question, Slav Exchange. Who played the maneuver Queen B3, Queen A4, Queen A2 first?
There was one old game, Fischer Petrosyan, with this maneuver.
You probably mean Queen C2, right?
Yes. Knight A5, yeah, now Queen A4, Bishop D7, Queen C2.
To be honest, I don't know who tried it first.
Yeah, I know. I remember one classical game, Fischer Petrosyan, when this idea was played in a similar position. But historically speaking, it's indeed difficult to recall who played this idea for the first time. But okay, interesting question. We can check in the database. So if guys, you have more questions, please do not hesitate to ask them. It can be questions related to the camp or in general, modern chess in general. If I play complete modern chess repertoire with Tore, Queen's Gambit declined with white, and Nimtsu King's Indian defense with black, what is coherent opening versus E4? Very interesting question.
It's not so easy to answer it, by the way. It's probably Caro-Kann.
Yeah, Caro-Kann was my first idea, because this is a positional stuff. Caro-Kann is very much based on strategy, but also E5 can be played. Yeah, because you have E5 is suitable for different kind of players, and it's very good to be your main line and something else for secondary weapon, as or Cohen points out. No, here there is one question by Rohan. No, Rohan, we cannot hear you because it's not possible to speak. We can only read what you're writing. Okay, so we have answered this question. It's probably against E4. It's a matter of taste. In the coming days, we will release very interesting database by Grandmaster Mikhail Marin about Alekhine defense. He made tremendous research on the Alekhine defense for black, and as a matter of fact, it turns out that Alekhine is quite playable. He analyzed all the lines with modern computers, but also explained in very great detail all the strategic ideas. So I think that as a secondary option, it can be also very interesting weapon. Thank you very much. So do you have other questions? I check the Q&A section and I cannot see. So, or this is not a camp by Mikhail Marin, but it will be an opening database. Yeah, with video part. Yeah, with videos. Yeah, and also very huge PGM file with many analysis and many explanations. So this will be very detailed work by Marin.
Thank you for the camp, and until next time.
Thank you very much, Gökhan. Okay.
Thanks to
Thank
all
you,
the
Fernando.
team. Thank you, Fernando. Thanks a lot. By the way, the fact that Elanov is doing a Caro-Kann repertoire is very cool. Can we expect the other parts soon?
Yes. Now he's working on the second part, and he told me that it must be ready in 1-2 weeks. Let's suppose it can be 3 weeks, but it means that soon you will get the second part, and you will get the complete solution against the advanced variation of the Caro-Kann. What we have discussed with Elyanov was to suggest some not so popular lines, but that are theoretically very sound, so that the repertoire would have a huge practical value. And you see that in the main line, he suggests one system that is practically untested.
Okay, guys. I said that there are no more questions. Probably you're all tired from the lectures today.
If there are some last questions, okay, we can answer them as always. Okay, if no more questions, what is in your opinion best choice for black against e4 to play for win against lower rated players, similar rating without studying too much theory? Actually, I think that Caro-Kann is a possible option. Indeed, in the advanced variation, you need to study a bit more theory, but even there, you have some options to get a playable position without too much theory, in my opinion. That's why, in my opinion, Caro-Kann is very playable, and okay, probably to some extent, Sicilian Kann, but okay, in Kann variation.
That e4, e5 is a good option because, okay, here you have such systems that, okay, of course, there is theory, but it's not so easy for white to simplify the position. There are no forced draws here almost.
Yeah, the problem is this knight f3, knight c6, knight c3, and d4.
But even here, I mean, even here, it's the position is playable. Okay, you can play for a win. You can play bishop b4 if you're so scared of this. Yeah, I mean, probably this knight c3 and d4, this is what Grigor is talking about, is the only dry line. The others are quite playable, and you can play it in thousands of ways, so it's not so easy for white to make a draw.
Also, a Lechin can be an option.
Yeah, Lechin can be an option, but it's kind of risky.
If you know
your stuff, it's a positional opening. There's nothing so dangerous. Any plan in the future come to offer a repertoire for white against Nimtsu Indian?
This is a good idea.
It's a good idea. We had an idea to make a camp about that, but
it's a good idea, and we will definitely consider it. Here, what is the problem is to find a suitable variation to suggest probably what Papaioannou said, e3 and then bishop d3, knight e2. My problem is that I have analyzed all these positions very extensively with black, and it's not so easy for me to suggest something with white. But okay, in any case, the position is playable for both colors.
We recently published a database about f3 by Ivan Cheparinov. So you can also take a look. It's a fresh option. Very popular nowadays.
But you should be ready to study a lot here.
Yeah, that's true.
Because f3 is not something that you play just based on positional understanding.
There's a question, when is the camp with Mikhail Marin? So, Ron, it's not a camp, it's an opening database which will be published next week. So it's a database PGN with verbal comments and analysis and few hours video. Yeah, Ron, this will be a database, not a camp, and it will be published next week. Okay, guys, thank you very much. Yeah, indeed, exchange swap is very nice and very rich of possibilities, and it's not so easy for black to find equality. Yeah, nowadays, especially with the stronger engines, the symmetrical positions becomes quite playable. So
Yeah, here
would
he
work.
suggests bishop f4, this move order suggested by Papaioannou. Yeah, and after knight c6, e3.
Yeah, this is the best move order. This.
Yes, so Papaioannou covered everything in great detail, and it's indeed quite playable. When will there be camps where students can talk? In our camps, it's impossible because if everyone starts talking, there will be no possibility to make the lecture. So we have established this system with writing questions and answering questions of the lecturer by writing, and that's why talking is not available on our camps. Thank
If
you,
you
Rob.
have any ideas, let's say we can create some small groups, but it would be different. It would be difficult. But if you have any suggestions like that, you can share them with us. But I don't think that it's so important to talk.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you once again for attending this camp. Have a nice evening, and we hope to see you on our next events.
Yeah, thank you guys once again for attending the camp, and we'll be in touch in the Facebook group, always by email, and yeah, we'll announce our next camp very soon.
Okay.
Thank you.
Goodbye.